Hey guys, welcome back to Boss Fan TV. And today we're doing the match preview for our game against Rockmount tomorrow evening in the second round of the FAI Cup at Mount Park. Yeah, look, just quickly touched on the Pats game. A good performance I thought. Created a couple of chances, knocked it about well, particularly in the second half. Um, likes of James Clark had a good chance. Made a good run. Effort just past the post. Akintunde hit the crossbar with a header. But look, I think I probably would have took that result before the game. I think a lot of us were quite happy to walk out of Richmond Park there Friday night with a point. Look, it doesn't really benefit either team in the race for the title sort of slash Europe. But look, I thought it was a good result. But look, focus shifts to this game now. In the FAI Cup against non-league side Rockmount. Look, I had done a little bit of research into Rockmount, because obviously I don't know much about them now, but they have a decent pedigree, I suppose, in their sort of bracket in their league. They won the FAI Intermediate Cup there back in April, which is a good achievement. You know, you're coming up against a lot of non-league teams across the country to win that cup, and they won it. Which is quite impressive to be fair. And then I think they won their league, the Munster Senior League. They won that by 10 points, I think, last season. So look, they're clearly a good side, but obviously they're coming up against a full-time Premier Division team in Bowes. It's going to be a big task for them, and we've just got to turn up and win the game. Simple as, and I think we will. Let's be honest. I think it's going to have too much for them. And it is a good opportunity for some players that maybe been on the fringe of things over the past few weeks. To get some minutes. Obviously, look, if you look at the bench against Pats there, we were able to bring on a lot of quality players, like Coote and McManus and Akintunde. These lads will probably get that chance on Friday anyway. Um, and yeah, look, that just shows the amount of quality we've got in the squad now. We're nearly there towards a fully fit squad. Obviously, Dean Williams is still out with an injury, which from what I've heard he's not too far away now. So hopefully he'll be back in the mix of things soon. But yeah, look, other than him, there's a fully fit team there. There's plenty of options we could use, plenty of different sort of tactics and styles that we could implement in this game. If Devine wants to switch things up, which I'm sure he'll change the team a little bit. In a non-league against a non-league side. But obviously, look, it's the FAI Cup. We want to take it seriously. We haven't won it in a long time. We haven't won anything really in a long time. So but you look at the teams that are out. Rovers, one of Derry and Pats will be out by Sunday. There's still some teams in there that I think we can beat, if we were to get them in the next round. So look, we've just got to go out there and win the game. Simple as. But I'm going to go through my predicted lineup now anyway. Talbot and goal. I'm going to go with. Look, I know I'm trying to try go with maybe a bit more of a half and half team. I'm going to try. If a few first team starters, a few players that maybe not on the fringe of things. Players have been on the bench. So that's probably what I'm going to go with in this team. But I'm going to go with Talbot and goal. Right back, I'm going to go with Bart. But yeah, look again. People might think, well, that's a bit too strong. Why, should we really be playing these players in a game like this? But look, we want to give lads an opportunity. I don't look. I think Bar played quite well in the draw of the game a few weeks back, but didn't play against Pats. Devine went with Bucko right back instead. But I think he'll start this game. Two centre halves. I'm gonna go with Halsman, the lad we have on loan from Redden. Look, from what I've heard, he's a decent prospect. Rex, Redden, sorry, had him there for they have him for a few years now. They decided to loan him out to us, and look, he'll be looking to get into the first team. Trying to get some minutes into his legs, and I think this is a good opportunity for him to deal with that against non-league side in the FAI Cup. I'll start him alongside Novak, who had a great game against Pats. Left back, I'm gonna go with Paddy Kirk. Look, I know you could probably afford to play Flores here in this sort of game if needed, but I thought Paddy Kirk played quite well against Pats, and I think he's improved his performances lately. He had a few shaky games earlier on in the season, but I think he has improved, and I'd be playing him at left back in this game. Midfield, I know this may sound a bit strong, but I'm going to go with a two of McManus and Flores with Ali Coote just sort of pushing ahead of them. Look, yeah, that sounds quite strong, obviously, but it's the FAI Cup. We want to take it seriously. We haven't won it since 2008. We haven't won anything since 2009. But it's sort of you're faced with a sort of decision now whether you want to go with younger lads. We haven't got many of them in the midfield really. There's a few, we can probably go with, but like Jack O'Reilly and Taylor Mooney and all those players who played in the Leinster Senior Cup against Shells there earlier in the summer. But I'll be going strong enough, in this sort of game because we want to be comfortable, don't we? We want to put in a good performance and get a good win and get into the next round. So, I'll be going with McManus and Flores as sort of a two with Clark sort of, well, not Clark, sorry, but Coote sort of just pushing ahead of those two. Look, I know people will be thinking watching this, why aren't you playing Clark? He's probably been our best player over recent weeks, along with Afalabi. And look, yeah, I'd agree with that, but we want to give other lads an opportunity. Look, it's mad saying that about Ali Coote because he was one of our best players at the start of the season, if not our best player, and he's sort of on the fringe of things now. And I'm sure at the start of this game, though, I'm sure he wants to be starting anyway. Front three, it's an interesting one because there's plenty of options here that we could potentially go with. But I'm going to go with Twardick on the right, Akintunde on the left, and Afolabi up front. Um, it might be an opportunity to give Afolabi a bit of a rest. He's played a lot of games lately, and he's been one of our better players, and he's scoring goals. Should we give him a rest? But who else have we really got up front? That's the only issue. Dane Williams, from what we're hearing anyway, is still injured, so there's no one else there really. You could go with somebody like Crystal Teeth maybe, but I don't know. If, is he ready to start? In the first team in the full game, who knows? But look, you want to be comfortable as possible, don't you? So we'll be going with Afolabi up front. Twardick on the right, who I think he did play well in that draw of the game a couple of weeks back. He wasn't involved against Pats. Um, but I think he'll be ready to step in and put a good performance into this game. And then on the left, I go with Akintunde. Probably should have scored on Friday, looking back at that chance, but his header hit the crossbar. And look, it'd be an opportunity for him to get some minutes in his legs after a couple of little knocks. So, yeah, that's the team I'd be going with. Score prediction, I think I'm going to go with a comfortable win, obviously. Look, we're playing against a non-league team who, look, yeah, they are a decent team within their own league, but they're coming up against a full-time Premier Division team, and look, they'll be well up for it. Obviously, they'll be looking at this as an opportunity to impress in front of a big crowd in Mount Park, and you know pull off a massive, massive upset. But I just think we'll have way too much with them. There's plenty of options in the team. If we need them, obviously I don't think it'll get to the stage where there's like 20 minutes to go and it's 0-0 and we're going to need to bring on loads of players. I don't think it'll be like that. Hopefully not anyway. But yeah, look, we'll be able to have a few young lads on the bench, I think, who can come on and impress. I'm sure we'll see the likes of Latifa and maybe Janadu and Mooney and O'Reilly, players that played in that cup game against Shells at the start of the summer, impressed in that 4-3 win. They might be knocking on the door for some first team opportunities, and I'm sure we'll see them on the bench. We might even see them come on for a few minutes. So yeah, I'm going to go with a 4-0 win, comfortable enough. Look, just get into the next round. If we win this, we're into the quarter final, a step closer to the Aviva. You look at the teams that are already out. Rovers, one of Derry and Pats will be out by Sunday. There's some teams in there, like I said, that you'd fancy us to beat in the quarter final if we got them. So, look, let's just get this over the line now, get the win, get into the quarter final, and yeah, look, who knows where that could take us. Yeah, that's my end of the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment down below what you think heading into this game, your score predictions. Do you think my team's a bit too strong? Who would you be going with? And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye.